Are you new to IEMs? Are you looking for that perfect first pair of IEM to upgrade your whole music listening experience, but you also don't want to break the bank? Well, you are in luck because in today's video, I got 7 to share with you guys today that are all under $100 and they all sound really good. All easy to love. So, let's jump into it. Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Giz Audio, and you guys did not know how many times I did that scene. Well, you are... My hand hurts so much. So yes, back to the video. I have 7 IEMs in front of me. 6 of them are in the main list, while 1 of them is only an honorable mentions. And the reason being is that I just got it 2 days ago, and I really don't feel comfortable putting it in the main list while not having tested it long enough. But it is good enough that it's worth at least a small mention. That one is the IKKO OH2, brand new from IKKO, $79. This is, to my knowledge, the cheapest IKKO IEM. As you guys may know, I love the IKKO OH10. That one's like $159. The IKKO OH1S, that one is $200. Not so good, very bright, very thin. This one sounds similar to the IKKO OH1S in the low end, but the top end, the treble, the thinness of the OH1S has been tamed, cut down to size in the OH2. And how much is it cut down by? Quite a lot. It went from bright in the OH1S to polite, near dark in the OH2. Overall though, the OH2 comes across much more well balanced than the OH1S, while still retaining a surprisingly good level of details and resolution that is quite, I would say, surprising for the $79 bracket. Just for context, it competes almost in the same field as the Moondrop Aria and the Starfield in terms of resolution, maybe a touch below it, but like I said, I've only had it for 2 days only. I need to test it more and give you guys a full review. On to the actual list now. I'll be starting with my least favorite in this list all the way to my most favorite. Keep in mind, when I say least favorite, it's still in the top 6 of, everything that I've tried. Just because it's at the bottom doesn't mean it's bad. It's still great. It's just, the other ones above it is better. Coming in at number 6 spot, we have Whizzer HE01, not to be confused with Sennheiser's HE1, which caused... yeah. This is the Whizzer HE1, coming in at around $79, $89, depends on where you look. Quite well done V-shape IEM, has good bass, good treble. The mids are not way too recessed to the point where you lose too much of the mid clarity. Good for basically almost every genre of music. However, for those of you who love to listen to vocals or some pure instrumentals, maybe orchestras, these might not be the best for you. These are V-shaped, they're more fun, they're more slamming, EDM, rock and roll. Those genres, pop music, work better on these than those pure vocals or pure instrumental types of genres. Number 5, Legacy 2 by DA Audio. Now this is probably my second favorite out of the whole Legacy line. Legacy 4 being my most favorite. I don't like Legacy 3. Legacy 5, it's okay. But back to the Legacy 2, I like this one. It's a neutral style tuning, great for pretty much any genre of music. It can use a little bit more bass though for my liking, but for those of you who like a neutral style signature, this one is quite nice. One thing to note, this is tuned close to how the Legacy 3 is tuned, but it's better than Legacy 3 in that it doesn't have that kind of weird metallic-y peaks or metallic-y timbre. Legacy 2 is much more natural sounding and easier on the ears, and it's also cheaper. Number 4, we have the Tripowin Mele. If you love bass, you love the low end, you love a bit of warmth to your male vocals, you love that kind of luscious guitars, the luscious feeling, rumbly low end, this is the one. That's it, Mele. It is essentially an upgraded Blonde 03 in every way. It has better sub-bass extension, a little bit better details than Blonde 03 as well. Overall, great IEMs for majority of genres, especially if, again, you love a bit of bass and a bit of warmth. One thing I will say though, not the best for female vocals. It doesn't have that kind of natural treble extension that makes some female vocals shine like Ariana Grande. Besides that, great. Now number 3, the bronze medal of this video, the Tin Hifi T3 Plus. If you guys do not know, we're doing a giveaway for this. Link to that down below if you're watching this video early enough. If not, and you're watching this in the future, there's probably another giveaway going on for a different IEM because we do one every single month. So yeah. Go to my latest video and see if there is one. Back to the IEM though, this is a mild V-shaped IEM with really good low end, good mid bass, decent mid range as well, not too recessed, not too hidden by the bass or the treble. Treble area is also quite nice. There's some good micro details in here. The only thing that it lacks is that sense of spacious air, but that's really the only thing that I can nitpick these for. Everything else in the frequency range are relatively well balanced and well tuned. It is for me definitively one of the best under $100 period. Not only in the context of this list, but just in general under $100. Breaking into the number 2 spot, the silver medalist in the red corner, another Tin Hifi. The T4, yeah, the T4. I love the T4. Every time I listen to these, I just get melted. My brain, solid, kind of smushy brain, melts every time I listen to the T4. The energy that this thing has when it comes to vocals, especially female vocals, is awesome. Just pure awesome. For lack of a better word, I love this thing. The rest of the range is also tuned quite nicely. The bass is not too strong, it's just right. The mid-range is done nice, great for vocals, great for instrumentals in general. If you want a little bit of a pep to your step in the morning, an IEM that might even wake you up because how much energy that it has, the T4 is just great. By far my favorite from the Tin Hifi line, even beating out the Tin Hifi T3 Plus over here. This is great, but this is special. So the number 1 spot, I wonder what it can be, What IEM that's left out there under $100 that everyone talks about. Great levels of details, very well tuned, slamming mid bass, super versatile, has a good sense of stage and air, all for the price of under $100.